So you may be wondering, how do you install a Triad InWall Gold 6 LCR? Well, there are a number of ways. They come with these neat little mounting brackets here, and I'll show you how those go. But I'll show you what the end result is, which is here. You build wood stands for them, and then use the brackets to support them. So these just painted black, so that when they're behind the AT fabric, no reflections. So where the brackets are, you drill holes into either side, and you just slide them in, and you'll be good to go. So let's see how we do this. All right, first things first, you have your wood construct. This one is built like this because of the top of the speaker has to be flush with the ceiling, essentially. It's going under a soffit. So first I was just building a jig. This I built or cut with the 3/4 inch hole, which is what these speakers require. They take you pretty much, you want that size hole for it to fit through. I don't know if I can show it properly here, but yeah, you see? So you want the hole to be that size. So you build a jig, make sure you know which side you're on. I have this marked so that I know if I'm on this side, like this is always the top. This will always be the front. So definitely do that, because you'll be going from here to here. You'll be flipping it there. The most important one is the front designation. So you build after you measure the speaker. Of course, you have to measure where the holes are supposed to go. You put this jig together, and then you align it up. You take a marker, stick it there, mark it, and you get this hole. And then what you do after that is, let me see, it's a tool. Here we go. This is something that I created just to help me get it right. This goes the height of the speaker itself, and so I use this jig. I have marked the top of the hole, the bottom of the hole, and the center of the hole, and then I transferred those marks to the speaker itself. And I did that because these speaker stands, they're all different sizes. Some of the speakers are on a riser, some are not on a riser. So I had to have a way to kind of something to be a great equalizer, if you will. So with this marked, I would make sure that this aligned with it. So the lines, as long as the lines would align, then I would know, okay, given the height of the speaker, this is where I need to make the hole. So I just made the mark hole, and I'll make it. This is actually going to go a little higher because of this. The Triad holes have a little give to them. You see here, you have about that much. So in situations like this where you're looking at a seam of wood where two pieces of wood come together, you can just shift it higher. And then I'll just tilt this upward to go in it. Alright, so we can get to drilling. If you can avoid going all the way through, do it. Sometimes I get a little carried away and I go all the way through, but if you can't avoid it, try to get just the tip through, and you should be okay. So rinse and repeat for all four corners, and then we'll show you how we load them. Now, before you actually install the Triad InWall Gold 6 LCR, they all ship with the mounting brackets like that, vertically, intended to stick up into whatever hole it is that whoever is installing it drills. But for my needs, I don't need vertical, I need it to be horizontal to help support the weight. This doesn't help support the weight of the speaker itself. This stops it from moving forward and falling on its face. The stands are built in a way where that's not really a problem. So how do I get this to go horizontally? Triad, they put a lot of thought into this. So you unscrew, there are going to be 2 screws. You unscrew the one holding in the bracket first. Then you unscrew the second screw. Now the second screw that's not holding in the bracket, that's the screw hole that you're going to use to hold the bracket once you change it. So, yeah, I didn't do this enough. Okay, so what you do is you pull it out horizontally and you insert it, you pull it out vertically and you insert it horizontally until the slot lines up with a hole, and then you just secure it that way. So I'm looking for the wrong place. Okay, here we go. Alright, so now you have the horizontal bracket. Don't forget to put the second screw in where the original bracket was being secured. Alright, now your speaker is all ready to be installed in whatever mounting apparatus or stud apparatus you've built for it. Okay, let's get this stand over the speaker. Alright, so from here you're going to go ahead and move all of the brackets into the holes that you drilled into the stand itself. Okay, for the actual installation of the speakers, using these brackets into whatever frame you built, lying down on a flat plane, you lift one end up to the point where it looks like the speaker will slide in. See the hole there? Find some way to support it. I'm showing this video, so I'm going to go ahead and just hold it up with my leg real quick because I'm nice like that. And then you slide it right in. Same thing here. Slides right in to the hole. And then you drop. You rinse and repeat. As I mentioned, this is built this way because the top of the speaker had to be flush with these because the ceiling is about an eighth of an inch above this. So with this, you still lift, but you have to be more careful, because sometimes they might not lift up together because they're not connected by bracing the way the ones down there are. So yeah, these lift rather easy since now it's pivoting on the bottom one. So kind of lift them and kind of hold them in place, and then kind of do the same thing. You just slide it right in. Same thing over here. Just lift to the right height. You may have to kind of massage it in sometimes. Like this one here is a little offset. There we go. This stuff is not a science. It is an art. Okay. Alright, now with that done, you get your trusty impact driver. And you make sure that these are as far in as they're going to go. Like this is not. So I'm going to try to lift this There we go. See? You want it to be as far in as it's gonna go. Same over here. Lift. Oh, this looks like this is as far as this is gonna go. Okay, there we go. Do we have that problem over here? To an extent. The whole idea is you need maximum, you need as much of this inside as you possibly can to support the speaker. This is good. Okay. So, you grab your hammer drill and you very lightly, oops, put it down. Now, one of the first ones that I did of these, I did not go very lightly, and I ended up bending the bracket just a bit, not to the point where it loses its integrity, but I'm glad that there are 3 others holding it up. So that's a lesson learned for me. So take that lesson from me. You do not want to over tighten these screws. That's it. Okay, connected. Now we lift it up. Alright, so now that you have the speaker installed, what do you do next? Well, perform the lift test. Make sure it's in there sturdy. It's in there sturdy. You just carry it to its destination. Adios. Alright, and there she is. This is the one that just got put together. So these are all, the only speaker that has not yet been done is this one, because I have to figure out how to build something that's mobile that I can move from in front of that door. That is a challenge. So, but the other 7 speakers, 7 surrounds are up. That's the rear right surround, the right surround, the front wide, the front wide right, front wide left, the left surround, and the left rear surround, and then the surround back left. So this took a while actually. It took all evening, but they're up there. I just need to connect the speaker wire, which has already been run, and then I have one mono block for each of these, 400 watt mono block. So once I get a rack together in this equipment room over here, then install these speakers up front, which is happening this week, then we'll be able to flip the on switch. All right, BrolicBeast out. All right, and we have the door seals installed, and they definitely work, as well as the automatic door bottoms down here. So it's installing them is very simple. It's aluminum with this neoprene soft substance right here that it replaces the door stop. You have to pry off your door stops on your jambs first, and then you replace it with this, so that when the door closes, it will actually press against it. Let me give a quick demo of how it works, although it might end up being difficult to see. But let me try. Keep your eye on this. So you close. Alright, so here we have the seal. It's slightly depressed, making a very solid barrier between the door seal and the door itself. Alright, so how do you install these? Well, you start with the top. You have to cut at a 45-degree angle, otherwise it's just the other pieces won't fit, because these are each 45-degree angles on the top ends. So what you want to do first, you want to measure the space you have up there. You know, I'm working with 32 inches. So I know I have a 32-inch piece to cut. These These come 36-inch standard, so I know I need to cut that piece. All right, so first things first, you want to put your saw, your miter saw, at a 45-degree angle. That is critical, otherwise it won't cut right. Okay. Next up, you take your piece, and once you know exactly what you're gonna do with it, you will position it in such a way. And this is just a demo, this is not the full piece, just to show you the way it cuts. Alright, and then with it in place, you can cut. Now it cuts just like wood, but it is a little messier, so I'm going to go ahead and turn on my shop vac, which is connected to the saw before, so you're not going to hear anything but noise. Okay, and you have your freshly cut piece. So you fit this up into the corner at the very at the top of where the doorstop would be, and then the pieces to the side you cut just like that, but you fit them this way, so the angles fit together to form 90 degrees. All right, so that's how you do it.